Non-toxic air fryers are hard to find these days, but our place has them, and I personally use it regularly, not only just to air fry things, but also reheating leftovers instead of using the microwave and toasting sourdough. Our Place non-toxic Wonder Oven is more than just a Wonder Oven. It's a 6-in-1 air fryer with steam infusion. It does everything from ultra crispy air frying, baking, to serious roasting. It preheats 75% faster and cooks up to 30% faster than traditional ovens, so you can whip up dinner in no time. It can roast a 4.5-pound chicken or go multi-level and cook double the capacity of a standalone air fryer. Yet it's still compact enough to take up not too much counter space. Plus, I think it actually looks beautiful. I have it in the color Spice, but they also offer many other colors to fit any kitchen decor. Once you check out all of Our Place has to offer, you'll be obsessed just as much as I am. These are the perfect gifts for your family, friends, and of course, yourself. And Our Place is having their biggest sale of the year right now. Save up to 40% off your order now through December 3rd. Head on over to FromOurPlace.com/digest to see why more than 1 million people have made the switch to Our Place kitchenware. And with their 100-day risk-free trial, free shipping, and free returns, you can shop with total confidence. Shop the Our Place Black Friday sale right now and save up to 40%. Go to FromOurPlace.com/digest. I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about Armor Colostrum over and over by now, and for good reason. It's been clinically shown to help guard against inflammation and everyday toxins and pollutants. Colostrum intake has also been linked to fewer respiratory tract and GI infections in children and adults. In fact, there are over 5,000 published studies documenting the benefits of colostrum and its ability to optimize health from when we are born all the way through our elder years. But Armor Colostrum is different from others on the market, and it's something I started taking back in March 2023, long before all the hype. They use a proprietary cold chain biopotent technology that distills over 200 functional nutrients, guaranteeing the highest bioactive integrity and bioavailability. Another thing I personally love about this company is that they only use the excess colostrum from grass-fed, pasture-raised, happy cows that are no longer needing it to supply their young. So you know you are not taking away from animals that need it. Only the surplus colostrum is used, and Armra makes sure they are getting only the best from healthy USA cows from family farms. If you haven't tried Armor Colostrum by now, here's your chance. You can save 20%. Just go to tryarmra.com and use code DIGEST to receive a special discount for my podcast listeners. That's tryarmra.com and use code DIGEST. Again, that's tryarmra.com and use code DIGEST at checkout. Hey guys, welcome back to the Digest This podcast. I'm your host, Bethany Cameron, and today's bite of knowledge, we are talking all about black seed oil, aka black cumin seed oil, not to be confused with regular cumin seed oil. Black cumin seed oil is an anti-inflammatory powerhouse known to inhibit tumor growth by up to 50%, increase the growth of healthy bone marrow cells by 250%, help to protect the body against damage from chemotherapy and radiation, and deactivate or even kill certain types of cancer cells infections. Along with that, I have personal experience with it. I've been taking black seed oil for many years, and recently, just because of my mold situation, I started taking a concentrated black seed oil with the TQ, which is the active ingredient in black seed oil. So basically, I'm taking a tincture to help with the mold situation. And there's studies to prove that it does help kill aspergillus, which is the mold that I have. So if you are fighting mold, fungus, you have constant candida infections, yeast infections, etc., this is definitely an episode to tune in. And hopefully everyone tunes in because you never know when you're going to need it because the benefits, there's just too many to even list. Okay, so on top of everything I just mentioned, it's also been known to help with a very popular virus we are most likely familiar with, as well as help with diabetes and even weight loss. Researchers from the Indian Council of Medicine found that black seed oil improves glucose tolerance as efficiently as medications, yet it has not shown negative effects and has very low toxicity. This is huge because this popular medication is one of the most commonly prescribed for type 2 diabetes and can cause a wide slew of health problems as side issues from this medication. So, this is just another benefit from black seed oil. Now, get this, you guys. The Journal of Diabetes and Metabolic Disorders published a study a few years ago that they reviewed the literature for plants that have anti obesity properties and discovered that black seed oil was among the most effective natural remedies on the planet. All right. Now, another benefit, it's antifungal, which I previously mentioned. So we all want to be fungus free, obviously. And black seed oil has been shown to have antifungal activities and has even been shown to fight off mold. In particular, it may protect against Candida albicans. Now, there's a study in the NIH that states the active constitute of black cumin seed oil, which is the TQ, that this revealed potent antifungal effects against several clinically isolated fungal strains, including molds and yeasts. I'll be sure to include these studies in today's show notes because there are a few that you can go and reference back to because, again, it's not just one study. There are multiple studies here, and I'll just include a few for reference. So this powerhouse of an oil is also super high in antioxidants. Plant compounds, of course, that help protect cells against damage caused by unstable molecules called free radicals. Antioxidants are important for our health as research has shown that they can reduce inflammation and protect against conditions such as heart disease, Alzheimer's, and cancer. This is where black seed oil comes in, you guys. So this oil is rich in the TQ, which has potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. As a result, studies suggest that this compound may protect brain health and aid in treating several types of cancers. Now, I know that this is a huge statement saying that it can protect against cancer, even kill off cancer cells. I am not stating this. I am quoting these studies. So, I'm just looking at the science here. I'm looking at what researchers have found. I am not particularly claiming this, but this is just what the science says and what these studies are showing. So, I wanted to just say that because I know cancer, it's a very, very touchy subject. Believe me, I feel like everyone including myself, has experienced or knows someone very close and dear to them that has experienced cancer. And so, I don't take that subject lightly. But if there's any information out there that could potentially help someone, I definitely want to share that. And so that's just kind of why I'm mentioning it. Now, in addition, this oil contains flavonoids, proteins, fatty acids, and many other compounds that have positive effects in the treatment of patients with different diseases. TQ is the most abundant in black seed oil, and it's whole seeds, and most importantly, the extracts. So again, I had mentioned that I was taking an extract. Now, they say it's 5% TQ, which many oils that you'll find on the market, and even the oil that I was previously taking before the mold situation, I think it had maybe 1% TQ, which is pretty high for the oil. I'll try and link the extract, like the tincture that I'm taking, the concentrated TQ, and it's pretty intense. But yeah, so that's just, again, why I sought out extracts and tinctures just to get the most benefit and the most out of what I was consuming. I cannot stand the thought of giving myself or any child harmful dyes, artificial flavorings, and chemicals, not only when we are feeling well, but especially when we are sick. Sadly, that's what many are putting into their own body and their children's body when their immune system is compromised. We are full on into flu season, and if you know me well, then you know I always opt for natural remedies over the stuff like Theraflu, Robitussin, and NyQuil when I can. I have tried several natural remedies on the market, and sadly, many just don't do the job. However, there is one company that is taking the natural flu care by storm with their propolis products, and that company is Beekeepers Naturals. I have several of their bee products in my cupboard right now that I take routinely, as well as when I am feeling under the weather. I'm not sure if you knew this, but honey isn't the only thing that bees make. They also produce a compound called propolis, which is literally a superfood. It has a special compound that acts as an antifungal, anti-inflammatory, and antimicrobial. In fact, there was a study in the NIH. The researchers found the propolis cream not only reduced the amount of herpes virus present in a person's body, but also protected the body against future breakouts. Another study found that propolis may also help treat throat infections as well as cavities. And these are just a few reasons why Beekeepers Naturals uses this natural aid in so many of their products and also includes it in their raw honey for a full spectrum superfood sweetener. I personally take their propolis spray every single day and often multiple times a day. My husband and I both spray it at night and whenever we have a dry throat or tickle in our mouth. I also have their liposomal vitamin C that also contains the antifungal and antiviral propolis compound. And I keep their propolis cough syrup in my pantry just in case I need it for those colder months. Their products range from throat lozenges to brain fuel, bee pollen, throat sprays, even nasal sprays. They also have a kids formula for your little ones when they are sick. I highly suggest checking out all their immune support products to naturally help your body fight off infections and keep them at bay. And you know I've got an amazing deal for my listeners. If you go to beekeepersnaturals.com/digest, you'll get 20% off. That's beekeepersnaturals.com/digest or enter code digest at checkout. As many know, asthma is a chronic condition in which the lining of your airways swell and the muscles around them constrict, making it difficult for you to breathe. Research has shown that black seed oil, and specifically the TQ in the oil, may help in treating asthma by reducing inflammation and relaxing muscles in the airway passage. In one study, 80 adults with asthma found that taking 500 milligrams of black seed oil capsules twice a day for 4 weeks significantly improved asthma control. Now, we all want better brain function and support our brain health for longevity and protection against Alzheimer's and other neurological conditions. Neuroinflammation is inflammation of brain tissue. It's thought to play an important role in the development of diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. So, get this, you guys. Early test tube and animal research suggests that TQ in black seed oil may reduce neural inflammation. Therefore, it may help protect against brain disorders like these conditions. One study in 40 healthy older adults found significant improvements in measures of memory, attention, and cognition after taking 500 milligrams of black seed oil capsules twice a day for 9 weeks. It's also been studied for its potential effectiveness in reducing blood pressure and cholesterol levels. In 2 studies, one in 90 women with obesity and the other in 72 adults with type 2 diabetes, they both found that taking 2 to 3 grams of black seed oil per day for 8 to 12 weeks significantly reduced bad cholesterol and total cholesterol levels. Another study in 90 people with high cholesterol levels observed that consuming 2 teaspoons of black seed oil after eating breakfast for 6 weeks significantly reduced their LDL cholesterol. Now, in regards to lowering blood pressure, one study in 70 healthy adults noted that a half a teaspoon of black seed oil twice a day for 8 weeks significantly reduced blood pressure levels compared with a placebo. All right, so all this talk about the benefits, but are there any side effects? And should we be cautioned by the fact that one, it's a seed oil, and two, could this be too good to be true? And are there any additional concerns? Well, for the most part, when used in small amounts, black seed oil is likely safe for most people given there is no allergy. In general, short-term use of 3 months or less hasn't been linked to any serious side effects. However, in one study, taking 1 teaspoon of black seed oil per day for 8 weeks did cause some nausea and bloating in some participants. But if that is all, the benefits far outweigh the small side effects, if you even get the side effects to begin with. Personally, I've taken it for many years, just the oil, and recently just the tincture, and I've never experienced any negative side effects from it, only benefited. Now, I personally don't even take concern by the fact that it is technically a seed oil. Why? Well, first of all, you should only be taking it in small amounts with just a few teaspoons a day at most. In addition, it should be consumed only raw and unheated. You should not be using this oil for cooking, frying, or culinary uses. Plus, if you are getting the right kind that is extracted properly and not heat treated, you should be totally fine. So, where do you get it? Well, for a while, I could only find it online. However, thankfully, now it's more widely available in health food stores such as Whole Foods, Sprouts, as well as Amazon and other major health retailers. But again, if you want to make sure you are buying a good quality brand, first of all, you want to make sure it's stored in a dark bottle, glass preferably. And if you even want to go further than that, get the concentrated extract of TQ, and they come in little droppers. Now, I have only found those online, the concentrated type. I have not found them in stores. So I personally have been using the brand, I believe it's pronounced Triqueta. I can't even pronounce it, but Triquerta. That's basically what I'll put it in today's show notes. Now, this is the concentrated. This is the most concentrated I've found because I tried to do my research and the percentage, and this had 5%, which was the highest I have found for very heavy medicinal purposes. I am not affiliated with this brand in any way, but just wanted to share what I personally use and have found. I have confidence in this, and I can, again, link it in today's show notes so you can access that one. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed today's Bite of Knowledge, and if you did, please remember to share it with your friends, family, and on social media, and tag me at Little Sipper to help get the word out and support the show. I truly appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for listening to this episode of Digest This. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review in your podcast app to let us know. If you're ever wondering how you can support me and this podcast, sharing it with your friends and family is the best way. This is a Wellness Loud production produced by Drake Peterson and edited by Mike Fry. To check out more shows by my team, go to wellnessloud.com, and to email the show, message us at digestthispod@gmail.com. See you next time. The content of this show is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for individual medical and mental health advice and does not constitute a provider-patient relationship. As always, talk to your doctor or health team first.